So to kick off workout 1, we'll target the upper chest with the incline dumbbell press for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Start with one light set for 8 to 10 reps, then increase the weight for 3 to 5 reps, and then do this one more time with a heavy weight for 1 to 2 reps. If your phone angle's down, you've got a steep sternum. In this case, a flat bench acts more like a decline press, so you'll need a steeper incline to hit your upper chest properly. Past that, and you'll likely just feel it more in your shoulders. And finally, to optimize your form, tuck your elbows into an arrow shape on the way down and press the dumbbells up and back towards your collarbone. This lines up the tension perfectly with your upper chest fibers. Next up, we're moving to the lower body with squats for 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Follow the same warm-up protocol we used for the incline dumbbell press to now get your leg muscles ready. And you struggle to squat deep, try elevating your heels onto plates. This simple adjustment will allow you to stay more upright, shifting more of the focus to your quads, which is perfect since we'll be hitting the glutes harder later on in the week. Next, we're focusing on the mid and upper back muscles with a dumbbell chest supported row for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. This time, you'll only need 1 to 2 quick warm-up sets. To set this exercise up, adjust an incline bench to 45 degrees and lay chest down on it with your legs slightly bent and feet firmly planted on the floor. Now, the key to targeting your mid and upper back is to keep your elbows angled out in an arrow shape as you pull. At the top of each rep, squeeze your shoulder blades together as hard as you can. Then let them fully open up at the bottom to stretch your back muscles. From the side, if your forearms bend upwards, then your biceps are taking over. So instead, keep your forearms straight up and down and focus on lifting the weight by squeezing your back muscles together. So once you've hit failure on your last set, try to get at least 3 to 5 more half reps in that bottom position. Today, we're gonna focus on the leg curl. Now, if your gym gives you the option between seated and lying leg curls, here's what you should know. Seated leg curls led to significantly greater hamstring growth compared to lying leg curls. And this is likely because the seated position stretches the hamstrings more than the lying, but it's still a fantastic option for building your hamstrings. Stop slightly short so your knees remain slightly bent before starting the next rep. All right, so we're down to the final 2 exercises of the workout. To finish off this full body workout, you have 2 options. If you're using dumbbells, perform a superset of lying incline dumbbell curls for the biceps, then go right into dumbbell overhead extensions shortly after. Repeat that for a total of 3 times. First up, we're hitting the chest again, but this time focusing on the mid and lower chest with the barbell bench press for 3 sets of 4 to 6 reps. So why go with lower reps here? Well, heavier weight in the lower rep range not only builds muscle, but also comes with the added bonus of boosting strength. And for the bench press, going heavy can be a lot of fun, especially if you have a spotter to keep things safe. That said, if heavy benching bothers your shoulders, no worries. You can lighten the load and aim for higher reps, or just swap it out for the flat dumbbell press, which tends to be easier on the joints. Next up, we're working the hamstrings with Romanian deadlifts for 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps. Start with a shoulder width stance and grip the bar just outside your knees. Brace your core and then imagine a band around your hips pulling you back. This will naturally bend your torso towards the floor. Keep your knees relatively straight and let the bar slide along your thighs as you continue pushing your hips back. But once your hips can't push back any further, stop. Going any lower just rounds your lower back. But this endpoint is going to vary for everyone. If you have longer arms, you're going to be able to get closer to the floor. But with shorter arms, you might stop just past your knees. Both are perfectly fine, so don't force it. And on the way up, drive your hips forward, then repeat for the next rep. Next up, lat pull downs for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. But for here, use a fairly wide grip, lean back slightly, and pull the bar towards your upper chest. And lastly, don't forget about the technique from workout A. On your last set, do as many full reps as you can, and then drop to at least 3 to 5 half reps in that stretch position. Next up, we're back to the lower body to target the glutes, with 3 sets of walk-in lunges, aiming for about 6 to 10 reps per leg. Now, the secret to making this exercise glute focus is all on the setup. Take a wide step forward, keep your knee directly over your foot, and lean your torso forward slightly while keeping your back straight. This creates a deeper stretch in your glutes. Switch legs with each step and focus on controlling the descent. Your back knee should hover just above the ground at the bottom of each rep. So for the side delts, I'd recommend behind the body cable lateral raises with the cable set up 3 to 4 notches up from the bottom. This not only gives your side delts a deep stretch, but it challenges them a bit more in that stretch position. After you're done, we'll immediately go into an ab exercise, reverse crunches.
To build your best six-pack, you really only need 2 exercises, 1 weight-loaded crunch and 1 leg raise. That's it. For the loaded crunch, you can do a cable crunch where you grab a rope, kneel down, and crunch while allowing your lower back to round as you squeeze your abs. Don't yank the weight with your hands, keep tension on your six-pack. If you don't have a cable, you can do plate-weighted crunches by holding a plate against your chest and crunching down hard on your six-pack. Do these for 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps twice per week, taking your last set all the way to failure. That means you can't complete a full rep despite maximum effort. Every time you can use a Roman chair. I like the Roman chair variation better because it keeps my lower back locked in, which allows me to direct the tension to my abs better. Now, if you can't do a straight leg raise yet, you can do bent knee raises instead. Do these for 3 sets of 10 to 20, also twice per week, and also take your last set all the way to failure.
First up, we have the seated dumbbell shoulder press for 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps, which will mainly target the front part of your shoulders. I personally prefer dumbbells over barbells for this because they're easier on the joints. Plus, by setting the bench 1 to 2 notches down from fully upright, you'll reduce the demand on your shoulder mobility while still getting the most out of the exercise. Lastly, as you press, to maximize shoulder activation, let your elbows flare out to the sides, but as you lower the dumbbells, tuck them slightly in front of your body. This is where the dumbbell row comes in, with 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. Start by placing your same side hand and knee on a bench for support, while planting your other leg far out for stability. Next, the key to activating your lats is to keep your elbow tight to your side as you row, and focus on driving your elbow back towards your hips in a sweeping, arcing motion, almost like you're sweeping the floor with the weight. But to prevent your biceps from taking over, make sure your forearm stays vertical rather than curling the weight as you pull. And lastly, as you row, avoid rotating your torso to make the movement easier. Keep your back flat, pull until your elbow reaches your torso, and then control the weight back down. And of course, don't forget, on your last set, push past failure by doing as many half reps as you can in that bottom position. Next up, our first lower body exercise. 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps of hip thrusts. So for beginners, I'd highly recommend that you stick to a basic reverse lunge or split squat, master that, and then over time, start progressing to these more challenging exercises. To finish off the quads for the week, we're doing 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps of leg extensions. If your machine lets you, lean back as you perform it. This stretches the rectus femoris and has been shown to significantly boost growth compared to the normal version. Next up, we're working the chest with 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps of flies to complement the pressing we've done earlier in the week. Now, my preferred setup here is a seated cable fly with a pad or foam roller between my back and the bench to create a deeper stretch in the chest. Another option here is the pec deck, but the downside is it tends to be much harder in the squeeze. So to make up for it, just like we did with the back exercises throughout the week, at the end of your very last set, do as many half reps as you can in that all-important stretch position, starting with calf raises. For bang for your buck, standing calf raises are the way to go. And you can do these on the leg press machine, Smith machine, or single leg with a dumbbell on any platform. Anything where your legs stay straight. But here's the key, guys. Pause at the bottom of each rep for a deep stretch. For calves, this stretch is one of the most important drivers of growth. Once you're done, move straight into reverse cable flies to target the rear delts, a part of the shoulder that often gets overlooked. Set the cable slightly above shoulder height, grab the left cable with your right hand and the right cable with your left hand, and sweep your arms outward, and let your arms cross over at the start for a deeper stretch in the rear delts. Repeat this superset for a total of 3 sets to wrap up your week of training.